Hey everyone, welcome to Reddit Readout. Today we are checking out Rules Horror. Story 1. Rules for Blackout. A place to share scary stories which contain a set of rules to follow. Oh, you were just working the night shift at the hospital, the power went out, and when it went back on, everything looked funny? Well, good job. You are now for some reason in the underworld, that's where the dead are. Now, for your safety, I will give you a couple of rules. Follow them for your safety and the ghost's sake. 1. If you see someone with the hospital's uniform, well, good job, you found another living person. You may do whatever with them. 2. If you see someone with strange skin color, strange hair color, or marks of deadly wounds, that's a stable ghost, you can talk with them with some care, don't be rude, okay? 3. If you see something that isn't human looking in the slightest, don't get too close to it, it can become aggressive. 4. If you find a key, don't use it, curiosity kills the cat. 5. If you for some reason decide to still use the key, take note of a few areas you mustn't enter. 5a. The lounge. There's something in there that's constantly crying. Though, you probably won't hear it between the hissing and the scratching. 5b. The garden. There's something in these flowers, she might be beautiful in that wedding dress, but both her claws and teeth are sharp and painful. 5c. The basement. There's a lot of nasty critters down there, and even if you fight back their caretaker will not like it one bit, and considering the kind of chemical he has, you don't really want to anger him. 5d. Any area with pink goo, at best, it'll be a fraction of the thing, at worst, it would be the monster itself. It might look like a dog, but its 6 eyes and its 3 mouths should give away it's not a good boy. 6. If there's noise in the cafeteria, it's just that some ghost decide to throw a party like they do every night, don't be rude, and don't gamble with the man that has a hat with a skull on it, you'd lose your life savings, your death savings, and possibly your identity. 7. Don't go to the nursery. Someone over there is just giving me the creeps. 8. If you see a purple eye, please erase it, nobody likes this thing around here. 9. No matter what, do not burn anything that has the eye on it. I can't stress it enough. 10. Wait out the blackout, it won't last more than a few hours. I think that should be it, good luck. Story 2. Welcome to my house. A place to share scary stories which contain a set of rules to follow. Hey! Thanks for coming over to my house. When you showed up at school, I thought you were a bit off. But you're a cool person. Here are some rules if you want survive come back again. Don't let my parents know I gave you these rules. I will get punished for it. Please, and I mean please knock on the door only 3 times. 1 of 3 people will open the door. 1a. If I open the door, feel free to come in. Just don't make eye contact with my parents. 2a. If my dad opens the door, you need to run. Run as far as possible. I don't care how long it takes, just get to your house safely. He would kill you if you do not. He doesn't like unexpected visitors. 3a. If my mom opens the door, just simple say, I'm sorry. And once she shuts it, knock again. 2. If you get past that without dying getting in trouble, you may see my sister. I will take you up to her room. She will keep us safe. 3. If you manage to anger mother and father, please go to sister. They will not hurt you, as they wouldn't dare do such a thing around their perfect girl. 4. Once it hits 7:19 p.m. on the dot, make sure to put your belongings in my room. 5. Don't leave anything in the closet. They will get it. 6. We need to be asleep by 11:48 p.m. If you're not, pray to God they won't hear you. 7. I usually keep a knife by my desk. It's only if they hear me. If they do end up hearing you, swiftly kill yourself. It's better than what they have planned for you. 8. If you were able to survive till morning, head downstairs. We are free to do what we want, till 7:38 a.m. As long as we are quiet. 9. As soon as mother and father wake up, go sit at the dining room table. Mother prepares breakfast very fast, but it does have poison in it. Pretend to eat the food. 10. Once you're done eating, give your food to the dog. She isn't affected by the poison. We have no idea how or why, but we're just happy she isn't. 11. You may only go back up once to collect your belongings. More than once will result in your demise. 12. After you collect your stuff, feel free to leave. 13. Get to your car quickly as possible. Trust me. The longer you stay in the house, the more time they have to get to you. Anyways, thanks for staying over. Feel free to come over whenever you like. Jocelyn. Story 3. Rules for surviving the end of days. A place to share scary stories which contain a set of rules to follow. This note contains everything you need to know to survive. I suggest reading it completely before moving on. It might just save your life. Whatever you do, only drink from bottled waters or rain. They won't let you get away with drinking from their home. If you hear what sounds like your loved one's voices calling out for you, do not approach. Run away as fast as possible, they're really good mimics. Survivors don't speak. If someone in your group starts talking, unload any weapons you have into them and run. This won't kill them, but it may give you enough time to make it out. Don't trust the road signs. If you see any road signs telling you that you're approaching a city, turn around and continue your journey in the opposite direction. They put the signs up to lure in survivors. Only eat food you can scavenge, or other survivors. Whatever you do, do not resort to hunting/fishing/foraging. They're very protective of the wildlife. If you have no other options, you might as well end it. They will hunt you if they find out you're hungry. Keep moving. Whatever you do, do not stop moving. You will be found if you stop for long times. Only stop to rest for 1-hour intervals. Run. I'm so sorry, they made me do this. While you've been reading this note, they have already surrounded you. I'm so very sorry, it was you or me. Run, and please do not stop. I cannot have your blood on my hands too. Good luck, survivor. Story 4. I started working as a nighttime mall security guard. I found a weird list of rules. A place to share scary stories which contain a set of rules to follow. I started working as a nighttime mall security guard. I found a strange list of rules. Let me start by saying I was always a big guy. I reached puberty very early and was a tall muscular dude. So, it made sense that I had picked up a career in security. I was getting desperate for money, and this mall was as old as they could come. Built in the 30s, and it had been rebuilt multiple times. It had just been rebuilt for the 4th time, and they put up a help wanted sign for nighttime security positions. I didn't have any family that I needed to care for, so I didn't mind working a night shift. I got into my car and drove over to the mall, which was called Nankai Mall, named after the county it was built in. It was around 9 p.m., after the mall had closed. The ad said to prepare to work the same day you apply, so that's why I came so late. I went to the front door and arrived at the same time as another person who wanted a security position. We struggled to make conversation as we were both introverted, I suppose. But his name was Todd and we became friends in a small amount of time. The boss arrived and let us in shortly after and led us into his office. He gave us a short interview separately and said we both made the cut, and we could start working today. He provided us uniforms and told us to get changed and walk back to his office. He left the men's room unlocked. On my way to the men's room I could have sworn I saw my father, but I guess it was the lack of sleep from gaming all night last night. I went back a few minutes after Todd, and the boss handed me an employee guidebook. He decided to give me a 9mm pistol, due to the fact I was going to be a police officer. I went through training but opted out last minute. I put the holster on my pants and followed the boss as he led us to the office. He seemed panicked and rushed us in and wished us good luck and said he'd be leaving now. I looked at Todd and we both agreed on reading the guidebook now rather than later. After flipping through stuff about burglaries and security camera usage, we came across a page that was labeled as very important and required to read. I schemed over it and it looked like a list of rules to follow. Finally I thought, having been looking for this particular page for the past 10 minutes. I started to read the rule set after telling Todd to focus as get off his phone. Hello new employee, S. Welcome to your new position in mall security here at Nankai Mall. Here are a list of rules and a few minor inconveniences to be aware of and address. Please make sure you follow all of the rules. I scoffed at the fact they said it was a new security position, like I hadn't had 100 jobs like this before. Rule 1. Please make regular sweeps of the premises every 2 hours. Sometimes they get inside the premises. Rule 2. If you see someone you recognize inside of the building, you have about 1 hour to get rid of it before it lets the rest of them in. They are near and waiting for approval from their intruder to enter the building. 2a. They will slaughter you if they come into contact with you, make sure you slaughter them first. Rule 3. You will hear screams sometime throughout the night. Just ignore them and don't leave the office within the next 30 minutes. They are hungry. Rule 4. Please shoot any customers you see wandering the mall as if they were shopping. They aren't real humans and are trying to unlock the doors. Rule 5. There are pianos in the mall. If you hear them go play by themselves, calmly walk to the piano and close it. If it plays for too long, they take it as an invitation to come inside and your safety is compromised. Rule 6. Please do not look at any writing in ancient symbols. They wrote it to communicate and you will go insane trying to comprehend it, and you will need to be terminated. Rule 7. Do not tell anyone about what happens in this mall after hours. They don't like to be acknowledged and will hunt you down. Rule 8. Don't listen to the faceless children that come by your office looking for their parents. It wants to lure you to the abyssal zone. 8a. If you end up in the abyssal zone, we cannot save you. That is their domain and you will not come out human. Rule 9. If there is a third security guard, please calmly rip his throat out. He is a shapeshifter looking for a right opportunity and will scream alerting them. Rule 10. Make sure everything stays where it is supposed to. If not, they will take it as an opportunity to get close to you. 10a. If something is out of order, there will be customers that will alert you to follow them. There was an item out of place. Do not follow them. Instead, exit the office and shine the ultra-bright flashlight we assigned you in their eyes. It will blind them temporarily and allow you to put the item in its correct spot. Is this a joke? I said out loud. Todd was also confused about the rules, until a bang came from the door. Todd went outside the office to tell the person to leave. I could hear him yelling at the person. I watched from the camera and I saw the person morph into an unrecognizable monster and eat Todd's torso. That was an hour ago and I am now surrounded by them. They are banging at the door and I don't know how I'm going to escape. Please don't come to Nankai Mall, and please help. I'm running low on food and I don't know what to do. That's all for today. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.